Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge 12 light Olympus Starburst Pendant. Great fixture. It's a 13-1604. Lots of details. Let's get into the size to begin with. So, 22.9 inches high, and we're talking about the fixture body itself, independent of what it's hanging from. I'll get into this in just a second. So 22.9 inches high by 35.9 by 31.9. This is a pretty big fixture. It's going to ship on a pallet, which makes it non-returnable. It's very important that you contact me to get as many details as you can about this to make sure it's right for your needs. So when we talk about the overall height, now we're talking about the distance from the bottom of the fixture, the body of that fixture, the very bottom, to the ceiling itself. It's going to encompass everything. So this hangs from Hubbardton Forge's patented telescoping rod system. So you have this smaller rod telescoping into a bigger rod. Where they come together is called a clutch, right here. So there's a little tiny set screw right in the side of this. You can barely see it. It kind of hides there. This is going to come with a little wrench. During your installation, you're going to bring the whole fixture up and down, because remember, it's this and the bottom of the fixture. Up and down, get it where you want it to be. You're going to tighten this little tiny screw here. It's going to lock it right into place so it won't go up and down anymore. Leave a little extra wire up in the ceiling if you can. You can always move this to another place, and if you need the wire, it'll be there. Okay? So when we get into those ranges, you'll see there's a pull-down menu. It's going to show you choose your adjustable range. And like I said, it's measured from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling itself. So it's the whole thing, overall height. So the ranges start with the short, 38.3 to 46.5. The standard is 46.6 to 53.6. Long is 53.1 to 60.6. If you need this to be shorter than the short or longer than the long, what you do is email me and say, I'm looking at the 13-1604. Let's say I need it to be 96 inches long or 116 inches long. Overall height from the ceiling to the bottom of the fixture. And I need a solid number. And what's going to happen is I'm going to take your email. It's going to go through Hubbardton Forge's customs department and come back to me. Most likely it's going to have a range that can encompass the number you gave me. If it's going to be super short, it would probably be a fixed height. But we do customs every day. These things are made to order. Adds a little time and money, but like I said, we do it all the time. Okay? So on the top of this, you've got a 5-inch round canopy. That's going to go over your 4-inch junction box. This is what you guys have up in your ceiling. This only weighs 13 pounds, so it's super light. Just hangs from a normal junction box. No weight restrictions at all. The canopy, I can show you more details about that as well as this part too, the whole thing. And how we do that is we look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on that side of the page. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you great information about how everything goes together, which is super easy, how it goes on your junction box. Also shows you these cool line drawings of the interior of the fixture, so it gives you a good idea of what everything looks like, beyond what photographs can show you. So take advantage of that if you can. So this is slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees. At the very top of this, where the canopy is meeting this rod, there's a little tiny piece here called a knuckle, and it's going to allow this to be, there you go, here's your slope. It's going to go on just like that. So we have you covered for 45 degrees, and then goes right back to flat without any kind of problem at all. Okay, let's talk about what you're going to be able to do for lamping on this. And remember, you've got 12 sockets on this. They're going to be the smaller type B porcelain sockets. It's going to be encompassed in metal. So you can go up to 40 watts for incandescent, if you guys are still doing the old school incandescents, in 12 of these, don't forget, and just put it on, you can put it on any dimmer then. If you guys want to go LED, there's all kinds of cool things you can do. So this is a flame tip, and this is a 20 watt equivalent. There's just 2 little bars in here. This is a 40 watt equivalent torpedo, and this has 4 bars. These are the phosphorus ones that you can do. It's a dimmable fixture, like I said. If you're going to be doing these LEDs, make sure you tell your installer that you're doing LEDs so they use the correct dimmer. It's always important when you do that, okay? And when I talk about LEDs, I always talk about the color temperature of the light. The light coming down from the LEDs above me is 3,000 Kelvin. That's considered warm white. When you are looking at LEDs out in the marketplace, just look at the chart on there. Lower numbers are going to be warmer, like this. Higher numbers are going to be that whiter, bluer light, like outdoor light. They call it daylight. So 3,000 Kelvin, warm. 5,000, 6,000, well, probably 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 Kelvin is going to be that super white light. So just make sure you kind of buy the lights that are correct. You can kind of design to your heart's desire on this. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I'll walk you through the whole thing, okay? So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.